The Alleghany Journal is happy to welcome Tori Fertig of the Alleghany Highlands Regional Library today. She's here to talk about an innovative program called Storytime, which debuts at 10:30 a.m. every Wednesday for the foreseeable future.
Thank you, Jerry. Well, like you said, Storytime was a really big program at the library. It started in October and we went all the way through May, and it was every Wednesday morning at 10:30. And now that we had to do our programming a lot differently without the kids in the building to make it a lot safer, we began doing it virtually. We started with Storytime Live back in March, I believe. We just had to pick up where we left off, and I just did Storytime Live, and we did singing.
And you were learning by doing, I'm sure.
Learning by doing, and I wanted to make it feel like the kids were with me and I was with the kids, and we've just really took off with it, and it's been a lot of fun. And
singing and playing and games. And so how is this all accomplished? I think I understand that beginning Wednesday, October the 7th, Storytime is going to debut at, what is it, 10:30 in the morning?
10:30 on our Facebook page. It will be posted. We have, it isn't live like we had done back in the early spring. It is we have pre-recorded it. But yeah, we have songs that we do. We have like 3 different songs we're singing in the month of October. There's crafts that we do, activities, and of course stories.
And to help make it a lot more fun, kids and their parents can call the library's number and get what you are calling a backpack, which contains items to make the show even more fun.
Absolutely. We have a Storytime backpack this year, and what we have put in it, we've included manipulatives that I use when we do activities and games. I have printed out the lyrics to the songs, and they're in folders. We have construction paper, crayons, glue sticks, and even the crafts that I do, they're labeled in baggies so that they can follow along. Just grab their bag, tune in and follow along, and have some fun.
You know what? It sounds to me like you're creating some future customers. You're getting, you're teaching kids how to play and learn all kinds of library resources. At the same time, they can have a lot of fun, huh?
Absolutely. We like to start them as little as we can. Storytime is geared toward ages 0 to 4.
And Tori, tell us a little bit about what's in this backpack and how it affects the participation.
Well, in the backpack we have included manipulatives such as counters that we use when we do different activities. We have craft supplies in there, crayons, glue sticks, construction paper. There are crafts in there to follow along with when we do some crafting, and a lot of the activities that I do and a lot of the songs that I do, a lot of that is key to early literacy. It's not just reading stories and getting kids used to sitting down and listening to a story. A lot of this plays into how kids actually grow into a love of reading with different things.
And so if I'm a mom or dad and I want my child to participate, how much does the backpack cost and how do I get it?
The backpack costs absolutely nothing. It's absolutely free. All you need to do is give us a call at 962-3321. Tell us how many you want to pick up. Like I said, they're geared toward ages 0 to 4. But we've always had Storytime when we've had it normally. You know, any of the kids that want to come, even though it is geared toward preschooler and toddlers. Just give us a call, we'll get you one, and you can use it to follow along right with me in what I'm doing for that day.
You know, this might be cooler in some sense than an actual physical program, because you don't, you may, if you had 50 kids in one room, little chirping, little talking, a little bit too much this way, they can concentrate on your content.
Yes, a lot of some of the things that I've done, I started doing back in March when we had to go virtual. I've realized that there was some things that I could do that I couldn't really do when I had 15 little kids in front of me. So now, you know, some of the games that I play, and they're games that that teaches the mom and dad too, so they can help. They can help get their kids into early literacy as well.
And so if they want a free backpack, they call the number, and we'll have this number at the end of the video. You don't have to remember that number. They can call the number and then arrange to come by the library, and somehow you securely give it to them.
Absolutely. Just give us a call when you get to the door. Somebody will bring it right out to you.
You know, I have a feeling the Alleghany Highlands Regional Library is kind of setting a new standard here. I mean, I don't know if there are other statewide story times, but this is a really innovative idea, and it's a great opportunity for these youngsters to learn all kinds of things, not the least of which is the love of reading and playing together and that kind of thing, and sharing the ideas with them. It just really sounds like it's an innovative idea.
It is. I had to get used to the kids not being actually with me. That was different because I was so used to seeing the kids every week. I really did miss it, but we really came up with things that we could do and have just as much fun if they were just watching me on a screen. So it has been a learning experience, and although I do miss them, I'm still glad that I can do something like this.
Well, we thank you very much for joining us. It's story time at the Alleghany Highlands Regional Library's YouTube channel and Facebook page. It's happening on Wednesdays at 10:30. And best of all, call them for a free backpack so your kids can participate. Thanks again for coming in.
Thanks, Jerry.